What the? Get your filthy hands off me!
Amelie, the French queen. Or is she? Amelie is alright. I mean, she's just a French wedding planner, and I guess something else might be potential for the Tom Jake season too. So yeah, I have some good things on her. I mean, her bonding with Hannah is pretty cool, and her, hate and love thing, bonding some shit thing with Emily. It was kind of weird, but it makes them feel like friends or something. So, yeah, her coming back was kind of unnecessary, but I see what the writers are thinking. Because of her, being on the poster on the Tom Jake spinoff, of course she might be the one to rejoin. So, kind of unnecessary to bring her back, consider how she got her character arc from her getting out second, but hey, who knows? Plus, she held on to the actions between, keeping Logan completely low down ever since he, betrayed Anastasia by sniffing the plan to Jade and Isabel. So, yeah, Amelie, pretty good character. Well, decent enough. But I think I prefer her as an early boot. Next.
Benji, I'm going to break this to you so gently. It looks like a fucking stick.
Ivy is possibly the better Hollywood actress star, better than Michelle and obviously Rhea. She is a well-written character. I mean, she was here for the fame and the popular star because, she is, be Gopher sport. But then when she realized that being a Hollywood star isn't really the right thing for her, and the way how she hang out with most of the people into her in the game with Zayd and Tristan might be pretty good. I was surprised how she got out over Zayd. It was kind of surprised, but hey, that was a good twist. Not to mention, I think I love her and Zayd as a couple. They're possibly my favorite couple from season 4 because they have some good chemistry with each other. Ivy is a Hollywood actress star and Zayd is a cook. So that would be mixed it up very well. This character shows her way in the game, and this is very cool for a Hollywood star. I would easily cast her as one of the princess characters from Disney. If I have one problem with her, I just realized something is, girl, what's with the hair? I mean, is this how you were born like this with this hair? I'm not judging you, it's just, why?
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Marissa is such a loyal character to our team. I mean, she is strong and muscular. So she knows her ways to, keep her strength to her team to win. And she has good leadership. Most of the times, she could be, a bit angsty, but a little bit more mature to herself. And not to mention, her relationship with Anastasia is pretty nice. So, yeah, they feel good. But I would consider it better than Ellie and Gabby. So, yeah. I admit, her rejoin was kind of unnecessary too, just like Amelie. But, they'd rather keep the interesting ones and not to make the obvious rejoiners. So, smart thinking, but still unnecessary. So, yeah, Marissa, not even close to one of my favorites, but she is underrated. I'll give you that. From somehow, Linda surprised me a little. I mean, in the game, by literally to our screens, I thought she was going to be a brute because of how rude she's being with Marissa. But I know how she does into the later episodes. I mean, she became enemies to Richard, but now, a few episodes later, they're starting to get along. And I could know her motivation in the game. She's just only being to be in the game so that way she doesn't feel like a multi housewife all the time and just want to show her boys what's boss. So she just want to show her boys that she's more than a housewife. So I could agree on that. Her elimination was kind of unfair, but between her and Anastasia, You know who is gonna be obvious. So, great job on that, Logan. So yeah, Linda, possibly not my favorite, but she does surprise me a little.
There's nothing interesting to know about me.
Until now, Tess is kind of an underused character. I mean, sure, she has a plotline, but she doesn't really, last long in this competition to have more story. But when she does have some screen time, it makes her more relatable. I mean, she suffered by, depressed because she's a loner. But when she met people like Hunter and Allie, she feels like home. So yeah. And All Stars, she doesn't really do that much. She was like a therapist to everyone. But hey, she at least did something that could be rememberable to the Gwenley.
Feels like we've been running into each other a lot lately. Honestly, no complaints from me.
For the longest time, Tom is basically people's performance of a overcorrected character, mostly in All Stars. In season 1, he's well likable. I mean, he came here as a spy, to solve some crimes of this place, to make sure everything seems nice and gently. But he has his weak spots, his relationship with Jake, and makes sure they're fine. Sure, they got some bad stuff to their relationship, but they turned out pretty fine. But because of Jake's attitude and his literally paranoid self, Tom got fired because his boss saw him getting caught because he's a spy. So he got fired and he decided to, let his job down and be with Jake. So that's fine. Until episode 10 kind of ruined it and now Tom's out. Because of Jake's paranoid ass and Ellie's dumb self. So yeah. Sure, he didn't win, but he was a very well-written character. All Stars, a mix on him. Sometimes he's funny because of his dumb moments. Other times, his relationship with Jake is kind of weird. Especially when he keeps on annoying him from this whole episode. And it was just unlike Tom. It's just unlike. But when he got out, he feels things so weirdly. And he wants to change things with Jake. By the time it was all too late for me to change my mind on these two. Until the Tom Jake spin-off happened, and Tom was well likable. Not the best of season 1, but absolutely better than season 3, so that's something. So, Tom, he's not as close to be my favorite, but he is a one-of-a-kind character.
Oh, I've never heard of it.
What? Hunter, I literally talked about it on the way to camp.
Oh, sorry.
Hunter is one some character. I mean, he's a very good social perform player who just here to, play the game, just like he said. And he played pretty well. I mean, his relationship drama thing with him, Allie, and Tess is alright, but as a love triangle, it's just kind of whatever. But when he wasn't around them, he was just playing the game pretty well. And winning 4 immunities in a row is just a huge record. Looks like he's the first Disventure Camp character to hit 4 immunities, so well done. That is until he got out because he didn't win immunity in episode 11, and that kind of got his karma. But when he struggled fortunately with his relationship thing with Tess and Allie, he thinks that they should think things out and make it sure that they're alright. So, good for this guy. All Stars though, all I remember from this guy is being Allie's boyfriend and picking up Fiore. So, yeah, basically he's just fine-ish sort of way. But when he's out of the game, he's well-liked, and I can respect that. Yeah, Hunter didn't make it to my top 10 though, but he is a very social player, and I respect that. Between Linda and Richard, I prefer Richard. He's such a very likable person, and I respect that. At first, he was like alright for the most part of the start this season, but now when episode's going, he's just a very good father. And he has some good bonding with most people like Logan, Ted, sorta, Linda, and Natalia. So yeah, this man is such a relatable person, and in episode 5, he dominated that challenge because he's a coach. So of course he was gonna win this for his team. So yeah, too bad that he got out because I actually kind of predicted he was gonna be the winner. But we already got people like Miriam, so this old man was close. But still, he's a relatable person, and I respect him. While Linda is the second surprises from this season 4, I think Natalia surprised the fuck out of me in this one. I mean, to her audition tape, she easily might be the early boot. But since she, stay in the game, I just want her to do at least something. And yet, she did. I mean, she formed in 2 sizes, like joining to the Girls Alliance and trying to help the boys because she felt bad for them, leaving them in the outs. So yeah, Natalia did something good. Sure, she flipped on them in episode 9, but she feels something a little more mistake. So she got forgive, and that's good. And she does make a good point on how they eliminate Benji. I'm still upset with that, but she ended up pretty well done. And she was actually amazing by design's way. Whoever closed this girl was excellent. And whoever voiced this girl, they did a good job. She looks like a magnificent Maria. And yeah, Natalia, she's so surprising of a character. And I can't wait for her action to be in season 5. I know people don't really want her back, but hey, if I want more Natalia, I'm allowed to. Also, is she a Alessio or a thing? Because I don't know.
I wasn't lying. I never used a parachute before. But I definitely chose to land on Fiore.
Ladies and gentlemen, your overrated cowgirl Ashley is here. Ladies and gentlemen, your overrated cowgirl is here. Now, I wouldn't call Ashley overrated because, just like what Ali said, she's just a hard character to hate on. I mean, season 1, she is kind of likable. I do love her relationship with Will, even though it was short. And I do kind of like her honesty on her still trusting Will after when her hat got burned. So yeah. And good day she stick to Lil's side to, get Fiore out, even though it was too late. So yeah, both of them got out. But Ashley did get a second chance at All-Stars, only for her to be, Jake's therapist, and that didn't really work well. She's still good though. Just hope we get more of her instead of more Jake. I mean, this is really like Jake's story, and Ashley is just a supporter. So yeah. But still, Ashley is a well-known good cowgirl who's just here to say hee-haw on that. She's just a little too vanilla to be in the top 10.
Are you motherfucker?
Zayd. So Zayd is a pretty chill guy, and him as a chef is pretty excellent. I would totally hire this guy to be my head chef. So yeah. So his relationship with Ivy, like I said, to my Ivy opinion, is one of my favorites. So I thought the relationship was actually pretty excellent. But here's one thing. With Zayd, with Ivy, was interesting. But Zayd without no Ivy is totally not, because Zayd barely did nothing ever since he made it to the merge. I mean, sure, he tried to make allies, but out of everyone, he's just, there. And I guess he has some kind of bonding thing with Anastasia, since they were the two who were in the outs because they lost their closest love or something. And his elimination was the complete bullshit thing because he got framed by Logan, and Anastasia betrayed him, and Hannah also kind of roasted or just kind of commented on, something. I don't know. Either way, Zayd is pretty cool. Even though he got a little egotistical by the jury vote thing. Well, basically potentially a practice vote thing. Jury vote. So yeah. But either way, Zayd, he's a cool chef.
Absolutely not. We'll take the penalty.
Why? Hair Girl's back.
I don't care.
Alec is such a cool side villain. He is a very surprising character I never thought that I actually liked. At first when I saw him, I was like, Yeah, he probably might be an early boot because he's sitting in the sidelines. But they mistaken because all the other alliances like Lil, Will, Ashley, and Nick get kicked off one by one because of him and Fiore. And speaking of these two, the best villain duo besides from Heather and Alejandro. These two were together like a father and daughter thing. These two managed to get out everyone one by one, and with a little help with Gret and sort of Ellie, these two are very dominated until Fiore betrayed Alec in episode 12 because, you know, he's too defeatable to be in the finale. So that was smart thinking. He's not like the best father. I mean, he literally just treat his son like crap and said in episode 8, he wants his son to be more like Fiore, and wow, no wonder you got divorced. So yeah, All Stars Alec, he's good. I mean, he's the one who created the villain alliance with him, Fiore, Ellie, Gret, Rhea, and Yule. So, man, this dude could possibly be in the finale. Until at episode 13, he got a little swallowed down to the level where he became a side dish to Rhea to solve the drama. And his drunken paranoid kissed Rhea. So yeah, it was like a big mistake, and Alec was trying to apologize to Connor for what he did, and he got forgive, only for him to get out by being blindsided by Gret, and that was disappointed. He could have been in the finale instead of Rhea, but whatever. Even still, Alec, he's a good character, a good player, but not a good father.
Okay, that was way out of bounds. Jake is a piece of garbage.
I don't know if you guys are going to agree or disagree, but I prefer Allie over Jake. So yeah, it's surprised that Allie made it to my top 20. How surprising is that? In season 2, she was like there. She's a video game nerd, so what? She has a thing with Hunter and Tess, and yeah, she didn't really do nothing to me. But in All Stars, she surprised me. You know, struggling with people who comment her socially on how she was bland in season 2. And she's trying to be well likable for this season, but people shunt her into the wrong way. I don't know, probably because her rivalry with Jake. Yes, her rivalry with Jake is just annoying. It's pitiful. It's mostly inspired. And some people might be nagging about Allie leaving Jake behind by a bear. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, Allie made a smart move. I would leave Jake with a bear and let him get attacked. So yeah, after it assaulted someone else. So yeah. So yeah, Allie is likely not my favorite, but she is well known to our Ryan biz and to struggle socially by the haters. And her brilliant catcher, thank you, I'm going there. Or game on or whatever. But one more thing, why did y'all bring her back in Fans vs. Favorites 2? Her storyline is already over. What else could y'all do on her?
Yes, ma'am. Up one, up two.
I know. Y'all could probably say some shit about Logan. Yes, he flipped and betrayed Ted. Yes, he flipped and betrayed Linda. Yes, he framed Zayd in front of Anastasia for him to be saved by the whole betraying myth on telling Jade and Isabel about, you know, Anastasia's plan. And also flipping and getting Amelie out because she knows about what he just did. And yeah, which makes him a liability, huh? I could put him in the worst, but how come this dude is so hard to hate on? He's just very funny in a different kind of way for a hobo character. Or if he is. So yeah. Nah, it's just kidding. He's a hobo, so yeah, because of the Muslim stuff. I don't know about y'all, but Logan's a very fun athlete character that I honestly enjoy. He's like the Disventure version of Wayne, Raj, Tyler, and somehow overrated Lightning. And he's just well known. And he get along with many people in the game like Anastasia, Richard, Natalia, Alessio, Hannah, even the other people who were using him, but he still get along with them like Jade and Spencer. So yeah, this dude know how to play the game. I know he's motivational in the game, trying to get, you know, the gold instead of getting bronze or silver all the time. I know his struggle in the game by being a swimmer. And when he's trying to hold on to his fears by being, stuck in the water, it must have been very hard for this guy. So he tried to take over his fear very well in episode 21, I think. So yeah, Logan, sure, you could love him or hate him, but anyway, I'm still in the love side for this guy. So let's just take this guy for the win. And he is a winner, so I don't mind anyways. Good game, Logan. Good game.
You know who else loves loons? And all animals? Well, mainly sea animals? Jade.
Isabel is a character I actually, didn't expect to be her character. I mean, she is a nun, but in reality, she's a live streamer, who loves to make a live stream. Total Drama Gem 3 has some weird gimmick characters that I really don't like at all, but this one, they handled it pretty well with Isabel. She is a nun, but she knows how to play the game as well as other people. I mean, she does know how to, make a huge blind shot to get Linda out of here until she got switched teams by Spencer. But it's a good thing because her bonding with Jay was pretty excellent. It was pretty cool, and her idol advantage was pretty excellent. To use her idol and make a tiebreaker on Anastasia and Marissa was just wow. I know people might say it was stupid, but wow, that was a smart move. I know Jay totally betrayed her, but in the end, she's still literally Jay's winner picker for this one. So yeah, this nun was a surprise.
You know who else is going to be winning something? Jay.
Shut up! Oh my god, I don't care!
This one's on the house.
Hannah is such an understood character I ever saw. I mean, she struggled socially about being a loner because losing a loved one was very hard. Yeah, very hard than I thought it would be. I mean, she made some friends in the carnival. I mean, she thought it was going to be a very fun time. But ever since the elimination, she always goes by the Hannah curse. By losing her friends like Amelie, well, she came back though to the rejoin game. Diego, Tristan, and Benji. So yeah, she struggled socially. So yeah, even though Amelie came back, she still struggled hard about losing something that she loves. But with the help with Logan, ever since, the tiebreaker, she went off having fun. So yeah, that was a good character arc that she had. Yeah, she didn't win, but you know what she say? She went off having fun.
Now from the top, make it drop. That's some wet. That's some wet. Now get a bucket and a mop. That's some wet. That's some
I don't care what everybody else say. Aiden is a pretty cool character. His relationship thing with James is just pretty excellent. It's the best thing for this guy. I mean, sure, he struggles socially with his thing with James, where he goes, will they and won't they with him? But they started to, love each other in the end. So yeah, surprised that Aiden did one was just a huge twist. Besides from his cool designs thing, I actually surprised that he didn't win. They actually go with James, which honestly had to, to be honest, I agree, because Aiden felt like a side character, while James is actually the main focus into season 2. So yeah, even though Aiden didn't win, he's still a great character. All Stars, he was kind of overused. I mean, he was usually used as a tool for some drama with Tom and Jake, and that ain't pretty cool. But at least for one thing, him and Jake actually get along, and him and his friendship with Tom was not that bad. It's pretty cool. So yeah, Aiden, love him or hate him, he is still an excellent character. And his design, rock man, you rock, dude, with that white and black hair, dude.
They didn't want me on their team. How does it feel to be humiliated by a 6-year-old girl?
Fiore is the mascot villain of this Disventure camp. On the outside, you might see her as a little girl, just a normal little girl. But on the outside, she is nothing but a deliverish character who is only here for the money. And that is really a twist I didn't see before. But I watched the beta, so it was pretty obvious. She got everyone out one by one, including her team members like Will, Nick, Lil, Ashley, Ellie, until she came back. Who else? Gabby, Tom, and also her closest ally, Alec. She later came back in All Stars, only to her to get out early, but she's still a very good character. Her smack talking people was just very funny, way better than DW. So yeah, she didn't make it to my top 10, but she is still one of the best villains from Disventure camp.
I don't look diabolical. I look like the bloody nerd you shove in lockers.
Spencer Lawrence, who is easily one of the most polarizing characters on this season. I mean, he's either a like it or hate it character. Some people like him, some people hate him. He's easily the most talked about person in season 4. What do I think about this guy? He's a smart player. I mean, his alliance with Jade is my favorite. These two are literally the most smartest, dominant characters ever. Even if by voting each other off, they're still the perfect duo. Not as better as Fiore or Alec, but still, this guy is perfect. Sure, there's flaws on him. I mean, his relationship with Diego is just boring and it's not interesting at all. They went up to their separate ways, which is pretty good to set their relationship off. So yeah, I enjoy his friendship with Logan, but them as a couple, not so much. But they ended them very perfectly by only being friends. Unfortunately, when he told the truth that he was using Logan, but they start things off and they went pretty well, so yeah. And also, I'm not gonna forgive him for idling Tristan out. I mean, how dare you, dude? But even still, despite him becoming a polarized character, Spencer is most brilliant. Also, one more thing. Imagine if Stewie was Spencer and Brian was Alec. That would be interesting.
Oh, please. We all know you weren't going to win.
Wow, I enjoy Anastasia. She is a model, but she knows the smartest way possible how to make it far in this competition by struggle socially to her, paranoid self. Sure, her attitude kind of keeps her low down to the top 10, but any other ways, she is a very strong of a character who could take her way in, and her relationship with Marissa is just excellent. And plus, she has some making rivalries with Linda, and the whole friendship rival thing between her and Logan was just excellent. So, yeah, she is a very good character. Sure, she got a little hatred on her, but other than that, she is excellent in any way possible. Also, check out the cake on